Have you ever stood under a clear night sky, truly stood there, and felt the sheer, crushing weight of it all? The cold air on your skin, the silence broken only by your own breath, and a billion pinpricks of light staring down from an impossible distance. You look up into that deep velvet blackness, and a question whispers from a place deeper than thought. Does it look back? The silence that answers is the most profound silence there is. It's the silence of galaxies colliding without a sound, of stars being born and dying in magnificent mute explosions. It's the silence of a universe that does not know your name, that has no story to tell you, and no role for you to play. We are a brief, accidental flicker of consciousness in an eternity of indifferent matter, a cosmic anomaly. And in the face of that vast, unblinking void, the human heart does a strange and wonderful thing. It asks, why? The silence that answers is the most profound silence there is. It's the silence of galaxies colliding without a sound, of stars being born and dying in magnificent mute explosions. It's the silence of a universe that does not know your name, that has no story to tell you, and no role for you to play. We are a brief, accidental flicker of consciousness in an eternity of indifferent matter, a cosmic anomaly. And in the face of that vast, unblinking void, the human heart does a strange and wonderful thing. It asks, why? This question is our defining rebellion. It is the most human act of all. To be presented with an unwritten page and, instead of accepting the blankness, to demand to know the author's intent. We are born searchers, miners of meaning in a universe that offers none. We see faces in the clouds, hear voices in the wind, and weave the random chaos of our lives into a narrative, a story with a beginning, a middle, and the hope of a meaningful end. Some call this a delusion, a comforting lie we tell ourselves to ward off the existential chill. Perhaps it is. Perhaps purpose is just a phantom we chase to avoid staring into the abyss of the absurd. The realization that our struggles, our triumphs, our loves, and our griefs will eventually be swallowed by time, leaving not even an echo. This is the cold water of nihilism, the idea that nothing truly matters. And yet, we get up in the morning, we pour a cup of coffee, we kiss our loved ones goodbye, we work, we create, we strive. We matter desperately to each other. And in that paradox, I think, lies the answer. The universe may not have a purpose for us, but that is not a curse. It is an invitation, the most terrifying and beautiful invitation imaginable. It is the gift of a blank canvas. The meaning of your life is not something you find, like a treasure buried in the sand. It is something you build. You build it with every choice, every act of kindness, every moment of connection. You build it with the calluses on your hands from a job done well, with the tears you shed for a lost friend, with the sound of your own laughter filling a quiet room. Meaning isn't a cosmic truth, it's a local one. It's the warmth of a hand in yours on a cold day. It's the look in a child's eyes as they learn something new. It's the shared silence between two people who understand each other without words. It's the catharsis of creating something, anything, a poem, a garden, a meal, and pouring a piece of your soul into it, a small act of defiance that says, I was here, I felt this. These moments are our anchors in the storm of cosmic indifference. They are the small, sturdy lighthouses we build on the shores of an infinite ocean. We create narratives to make sense of the past, to give our pain a shape and our joy a context. We look at the scattered, random data points of our existence, and we draw the lines between them, creating a constellation that is uniquely ours. This story is our truth. It doesn't have to be validated by the stars. It is validated by the simple, profound fact that we have lived it. The great existential thinkers understood this. They saw that our freedom is both our burden and our glory. To be utterly free to define our own essence, to choose our own values in a world without inherent ones, is a staggering responsibility. But it is also the source of all our dignity. We are not puppets in a pre-written play. We are the authors of our own singular verse in the great silent poem of existence. So when you stand under that night sky again and you feel that sense of smallness, don't let it be a feeling of insignificance. Let it be a feeling of possibility. Look up at the silent, sprawling cosmos and understand that its lack of a voice is what gives your voice its power. Its meaninglessness is what makes your acts of meaning so precious, so beautiful, so profound.